Hey, hey, hey. Just double checking, make sure this stream is working. I'm a little bit late today. Just see if I can hear myself. Just double checking, make sure this stream is working. All right, all right, all right, all right. Ah, wow. Yeah, look at this. This has gone through every support line that I had on my charts today. And look at this move right here at the end of the day. I normally don't even have my platform on at this point. Monday's Columbus Day as well, so I'm not trading Monday. But look at that downfall. We have a 1,000 point from high. Well, actually, more than 1,000, right? Because we had R1 at 25.4. Looks like this was the high of the session, just a little bit right there, which was let me get rid of here. High right there. That looks like the high of the sessions right there. It says 25,388, and we're down to 24,188 and a quarter at the 5 o'clock mark. Markets are closed now on that one. So that's over 1,000 point drop today in the NASDAQ MNQ. I'm assuming the NQ is very similar. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Yeah. 24,188. Right there is the session high at 25,388. Right on top of it, pretty much. That's a, what is that, 1,200 point drop roughly? YM down, but not as bad as the NASDAQ. ES is down. Looks more like the NASDAQ. And MNQ just got hammered today. So you see these orange red lines. This is the 15-minute line right here. These two. It's a 15-minute range. The market just sold off pretty much all session. It was, just think about that. $5, one contract, $5, that's $5,000 if you would have held, right? 1,000 times 5 is 5,000. Just one contract if you were trading the NQ. MNQ, $500, right? So 50 cents by 1,000 be 500. As far as my trading went today and for the week, notice I got rid of 199 and EA 199 and EA 200. I didn't want to pay the reset, the renew fees for that. So I saved myself $70 by not allowing those to renew this week. They were above 50,000, both of them actually. One was close to 51, one was close to... Anyway, long story short, I wanted to, if I add something back, I might do the old try to pass in one day thing. As an overall, you can see that I'm trading 205 right now. And 205 is the account that I'm trying to get to 53,000 to move it to a PA. So this was the one that I got up last week. Trading, I believe I was trading NQ a little bit last week and got a big day on it. And I traded MNQ this week. I took off Monday and Tuesday of this week. I didn't trade Monday and Tuesday. A full moon being in effect, I'm not. I I just have to recognize when I'm good and when I'm not. Man, I quit trading on this day way too early, right? I was trading two MNQs, so $1 a point today. I took on 2 trades. If we go to 205, I came in a little bit later. So I came in here off this downfall, and then I was trading in here. I missed this move. I waited for a retracement, and then I took it on trying to catch the short, a continuation trade. 2 attempts, was able to pull out $132.92, $1 a tick, 50 cents on 2. That was my day. These green lines on the charts were prior day, looking back 9 days. These were prior day lows in the market. And I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, it's right there. Right here is the all-time high, our prior day high from yesterday, or the day before yesterday, whatever it was. Let's see here, let's go to 60-minute chart. Yeah, right here was the high, and we got close to it right here. This was the high of the market back on October 9th, and we got very close to it on October 10th, and then as you can see, we sold off. We look at the hourly chart here, and if we go back and actually put on the data, let's go back to the data series, and to get 9 days on the charts, a lot of times you guys say 12, and if we apply 12, I have to do it again if we go here. Now, there you go. So you're looking at, we'd have to actually go back further. So if we put in 20 days, 20 trading days, you can see some of the levels that I'm talking about that I had. So this was the low back on September 25th, and I put on, see, trading 205 this day. Trading 205 on 223.24, whatnot. Traded it on October 2nd. Looks like I traded it on October 8th and 7th, 9 and 10. You can see me taking on some trades right in here around the S3 line. Yeah, I don't know when we've been down here. We'd have to look, put in more days. I guess we could go to the daily chart and see how long it's been since we've been there. So if we go back here, we were this far low back on November 11th. Wow, Patriot Day. So we're at the lows of November 11th. I just grabbed that line. I don't know what I grabbed. I guess we'll leave it there. Yeah. See all the orange lines and us up here at the top of the high. I left some of the green lines of the lows on. I made it the same color. It's just lines that are support and resistance where I think the market could hold a little bit. And if you look at, I guess if we go to the 1-minute chart today, you can see it holding certain lines today. This is the line I just drew on, but here, look here. I think I had it up here. Whoops. What did I just do? All right, so I don't want to save this chart because I just put the CCI on here. Hold on a sec. Let me get rid of this without saving it and re-putting it on. Wow. So this is where the green line, so these are lows in previous days. So we see some support here of that previous day low. We see some support here of this previous day low. You see some really support here of that previous day low until the last, what, 5 minutes of the session. And then they just ate all those stops up too, right? A lot of people are going to be pissed off that thought that they were okay and they just got their stops run. So there's going to be some shenanigans going around on Monday come Tuesday. I don't know, maybe the top is in for a while. 1,000-point drop, 1,200-point drop. We are in October. October can be crazy, as I remember October and the crashes that are surrounding October's crashes. I showed you the accounts that I'm trading. So that's what it was. You see account high, so I'm about, what, 1,213, was that 1,150 roughly dollars away from moving on. You know, that's going to do it. I had a lot of stuff that don't really have a lot of stuff to talk about. This is important though, that we're looking at this day. As we're looking at this day, going back to the 60-minute chart, and then adding, we had 20 days on, right? So let's add 20 days on here. Actually, just add 30 days. And let's use the 240. So we're at the lows of September 25th on the charts, and we got all the way back here to the lows. Looks like, I think we called it September 11th, right? So we're back to the low, or the high, I guess you could say, of September 11th. So we've retraced all of October and September 11th to October 10th. We've retraced all the gains of that area in one day. You know, this is not normal, by the way, when you look at markets. So an 8-hour session, right? 4 hours here, 4 hours here. 8 solid hours of down. It just doesn't happen very often. There is obviously something bigger in play than what I know, and I'll leave it for the experts out there and the pros to know that. I caught a little bit of that, but wow. One contract in the NQ was worth $5,000, held for 1,000. Yeah. Every tick, 1,000 points, $5 a tick. Actually, I guess it's, what is that, 5, 10, 15, 20? 20 times 1,000, is that $20,000? So that's a $20,000 move, actually. Because there is, every tick is 4, 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 1,000. Yeah, that's a 20, excuse me, that's a lot greater. That's a $20,000 move down today. If you would have been just shorting one at the top, not even the top, 1,000-point move inside there. So 1,000-point move down, $20,000 right there if you caught it. Now, if you were long from the top to the bottom, you just put $20,000 loss into your account today. The other side of looking at it.
Ring, ring.
All right, let's wrap it up. That's all. That's all I got to say. This is Dave Knight at Dave Knight Trading. Trade crazy out there, everybody. Yeah, right. It was an insane movement day. It went through S1, S2, S3. That just doesn't happen. Maybe 3 times a year that you get extreme movements, and this is a one time a year, maybe one time 1,000 point move in the Nasdaq. That's maybe, I don't know, 1 in 3 years, 1 in 5 years. Just doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen very often. But this kind of movement down here going through S3, now that'll happen about 10 to 12 times a year. 5 to 10. And going up to S3, 5 to 10 that way, 5 to 10 coming the other way. But this move here, double. Wow, what a down move today, right? What a big down move. So anyway, on my account, what I did, I dropped EA 199 and EA 200. As a recap, I didn't want to pay the $35 to renew those. So I dropped them. I kept 205 and 204. They renew later into October. So I might add one more in the month on the 80% discount here at Apex and just keep 3. That's to be said. At this point in time, I'm holding on to 2 and trying to get 1 to PA. So try. There is no try, right? Do or do not. There is no try, Yoda says. So I am working my way to 53,000 to turn that to a PA. Slow and steady wins the race in the turtle field. Trading with the extreme movement today. Only traded 2 MNQs, not 3, not 9, not 6. I went down to 2 because it was extreme movement today, and you've got to protect your account. And there's a lot of, I woulda, shoulda, coulda. If I'd have picked up this move, I should have had a lot more profit today. I didn't get started till later. I had some things to get accomplished, and I didn't actually get started till after 11 today. But I did trade an hour, roughly. I was looking at the markets, then I walked away. That's it. This is Dave Knight here at Dave Knight Trading. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. It was a positive week overall for me. I'm closing in on getting one account up to the PA and goals. I'm behind where I want to be, but I am moving positive in the right direction. That'll do it for now.